Are you dreaming of moving to a place with charming southern hospitality, y'all? Beautiful green spaces, amazing food, but you want to know the cons, also the public transportation? How are the public schools? How's the rest of the city? Is it okay to live here? Y'all stay with me today for the unfiltered truth right here in Gastonia, North Carolina. We're getting after it right now. Hey guys, on this first stop, we're gonna talk about the cost of living. How far does your money go? So that's a pro here. One of the biggest advantages of Gastonia is the cost of living. The cost of living in Gastonia is about 1.9% less than the national average, which means you'll have extra money to hang out with your family, to hang out with your friends, to go on date nights. Maybe you get to order the nice drink at the bar here versus somewhere else. And it also equates to housing. Because you're moving, you're gonna need a roof over your head, right? At least I hope so. That's where some of the biggest difference is gonna come in. The median list price in Gastonia right now, it's the summer of 2024, is around $313,000. Your national average is hovering around $450,000. And so it's not just the national average you look at, because we are basically a suburb of Charlotte here. And the median list price in Charlotte is also hovering around the $450,000 mark. Now I'm down in one of my favorite spots in Gastonia. This is the historic district, because they just don't build them like this anymore. And you ask, hey, why is Gastonia so much less? This was a textile town, and as that industry faded away, so did some of the fabric of this city. But with the growth in Charlotte and the money in Charlotte, Gastonia has become a popular option, and it's really getting a second chance at life. The city is pumping hundreds of millions into this city. Check out their 25-year plan, the Fuse District. This is going to be an awesome place to live. You can buy a home in here now and ride this wave and have incredible equity in the future. This could be equity that changes your life forever. So don't let all the bad of Gastonia get you down. Y'all call me and let's go through everything you need to know about Gastonia. My name is Joe McIntosh, and I'm a realtor here for North and South Carolina. And this is my show, The Carolina Salute, where I cover everything Charlotte, both north and south of the border. So y'all call me, text me, email me, schedule a Zoom so I can get you and your family all the information you need to have a smooth move across the country. Well, this has been a little bit on the cost of living. Your money's simply going to go further here, and you're going to buy more house. So y'all stay with me, and we'll get on to the rest of our pros and cons too. On this stop, we're still discussing pros, and here we're going to discuss the art and the culture, because no city is truly alive and complete without a set of creators, people who can take anything and make something beautiful out of it, not the clowns that are in class today just taping a banana to a wall and call it an art. So my pro, one of the many great things about Gastonia is the arts are truly alive. I'm walking down the old school Main Street. It's just awesome to be down here and see these old buildings. Gastonia is truly a city that embraces the arts and the culture through a variety of venues, and they highlight local talent and welcome artists from around the world. For example, the Gaston County Art Guild on Main Art Gallery offers an impressive collection of artwork from local artists. You can find beautiful paintings, intricate sculptures, and unique pieces of jewelry that showcase the creative of this community. And if you're looking to explore your creative side, the Gastonia School of Arts provides classes and workshops for all ages. Imagine the time you can have with your children going down there and creating a special piece of art that you get to hang in your house. You know, doing art is something my wife really enjoys doing, and it's one of the things her and my daughter enjoy doing together. So art doesn't always have to be a Picasso or some great piece that's going to be famous, but just a way to express yourself and get together with your children and see what's in this thick brain of theirs. I think most of the time you will be impressed at what they come up with and what they can design. a little story about us there. And if you're into music, live music's another place to have a lot of fun. For live music lovers, you can come down to the Caravan Coffee and Dessert Bar is a hot spot. Or also down here to the baseball games. There used to be the Grizzlies, it's now the Gastonia baseball team. A Google search will tell you the story behind that name change. A little bit of fun there. But they do a summer concert series, like a lot of areas in this part of the world do. Summer concerts, go out, have a good time, have a beer, enjoy yourself. So the arts are alive, and no community is complete without some culture. Well, guys, this has been the culture part of this tour. Y'all stay with me, and we'll get on to the rest of our pros and cons tour. Hey guys, thanks for staying with me on this stop. It's gonna be green space and park. If you're a nature lover, you want to get outside and enjoy some peace and quiet and not be cooped up inside, catch some vitamin D, and Gastonia's got you covered. Sometimes known as an outdoor paradise, the city boasts an impressive amount of parks and trails, perfect to escape to the great outdoors. One of the most notable places is where I am right now, down at Rankin Lake Park. Stay with me, let's check out what this place has to offer. It's got multiple picnic sheds for just daytime groups. You and significant other want to come out and have a picnic basket, or just you and the family. They've also got big spaces available for corporate retreats. It's got frisbee golf, which is always fun to get out and play. And then one of the bonuses here, something truly incredible that this park has that I haven't seen anywhere else, is it's got a skeet and trap range. Where else have you seen and been able to shoot skeet and trap inside the city limit at a park? And if you've got questions on other 2A items, give me a shout. I can fill you in. Or I've also got a video that covers North and South Carolina, a few tips and things you need to know. Now, for those who love to learn and explore, there's an outdoor classroom. Great place to take your kids by and let them see everything and really let them explore their universe. Always a fun time there. And then also what's cool, you got a trailhead connected to the Carolina Thread Trail. The Carolina Thread Trail is an incredible trail system that runs this whole region, and you could walk 1 mile or probably 30 miles on that trail. A Google search will help you out and tell you everything you need to know on that. I don't have time on this video to cover all the ins and outs there. And then, of course, you see this beautiful body of water behind me. You can rent a paddle boat and you can go out on the lake and fish, or you can fish from the shore. So no matter what you wanted to do on the water, you can get out, you can have a good time, and get out of the house. Other notable mentions here in the area of great places to go: you can go up to Kramer Mountain State Park, you can go up to Kings Mountain State Park, or you can drop down to Lake Wyatt. So if you're cooped up inside and said there's nothing to do, that's your fault, because you didn't come out and enjoy this beautiful area. Well, guys, stay with me and we'll get on to the rest of our pros and cons of Gastonia, North Carolina. All right, our last pro I'm going to talk about a little bit here is taxes, because whether you earned it, bought it, received it, stole it, or inherited it, Uncle Sam's gonna want his piece of his, and so is every city and municipality, because, well, that's kind of how we pay for things in this country, is through taxes. We name them all sorts of special things, but most of them all do the same thing. They go to the government, and hopefully they supply us with things we need, like roads, teachers, fire, and police. But one of the big pros here for the area can be the favorable tax environment, because whether you're an individual or a business, I think you'll appreciate how tax-friendly Gastonia can be and how tax-friendly North Carolina as a whole can be. And those tax advantages have been a big reason for the growth of the Charlotte area, and the reason a ton of businesses are coming in and others have moved their headquarters down. Everybody is trying to hold on to as much capital as possible. So for the state of North Carolina, we've got a flat income tax right now, right at about 5.25%, and it's going to go down here over the next few years. And as long as there is money in the general fund, our taxes are going to stay pretty low here. When it comes to local sales tax, here is 7%, and that includes the state sales tax of 4.75%, and then the local rate of 2.25%. It's a reasonable rate that keeps shopping affordable, because I'm telling you, these kids, they always need something, and they forever ever want something from you. Property taxes here in Gastonia are going to be right at 1%. And if you get into one of the unincorporated areas, so you're outside the city limits, your property taxes could be even less, around, I want to say, about 0.65%. So sometimes that's the reason people enjoy moving down is, man, they just get to keep more of their hard-earned money. And, you know, that was a big motivator for me and my family when we moved off the West Coast, because you look at your tax burden and you just say, Jesus, this is a mess. So taxes are a nice thing you get here. Hopefully you keep more money in y'all's pocket. Well, y'all stay with me. We're going to get into the cons, I promise, because not everything is fairy tales and rainbows. There are some things you need to know and understand before you decide to move. Again, if you thought of moving, give me a shout. I'd love to hear from you. And please smash that subscribe button. Well, y'all stay with me. Let's find out what's bad about Gastonia. All right. So we're getting into the cons here, and one of the cons of Gastonia is going to be the crime. And if you just looked at the crime stats when you logged on to Google, you think, holy shit, it's like a mini Chicago. I'm not going there. Why did somebody send me this place? Well, just calm down a minute. Because if you look at the heat map and where all the crime is situated, you will see a lot of it is very low localized, and a large portion of it is pushed north of the city. Remember, Gastonia is a big area, and the city is working every single day to continue to make this place better and safer. If you stay to the southeast of the city, there's incredible community, great neighborhoods. You get a ton of house, and you can even get a ton of land. So remember, when the textile mills faded and went away and the city did lose some of its fabric, this city really did go through a hard time, but it's having a rebirth, and the cops and the DAs and everybody here is working incredibly hard to continue to bring this city up. You know, you heard me mention the hundreds of millions they're investing down in a few districts. They're not going to let crime at this point deter them and keep them from continuing to bloom and blossom into a big city and a great place to live. But you do have to look at the crime map and make sure you're okay with the areas you like and the safety that they want. All right, as we continue our cons to this great city of Gastonia, you can see the schools behind me, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about in this segment. Schools are a con because they're not graded as high as the other area suburbs that I've covered, where there's York, Clover, Lake Wiley, Fort Mill, all have incredible school systems. Gastonia's just not quite there. It doesn't mean there's not incredible teachers here. It doesn't mean the teachers and administrators don't go to work every day and pour their blood, sweat, and tears out into these students to make sure they have everything they need to go forth and be successful human beings once they leave these institutions in the public school system here in Gastonia. Also, one thing to note is that public schools are graded almost entirely on a standardized test. And I think we can all agree that's not always the best way to test a student's aptitude or their ability to learn or how well they're going to do academically. And then the schools are graded a second time for test scores across the whole socioeconomic spectrum. And the students on the lower end of the socioeconomic spectrum don't grade as high as students on the higher end of the socioeconomic spectrum within the same school and the school system. Then the school is penalized for it. So there's a little bit on schools there. If you look at it, you're like, man, I don't know. I found some incredible homes and some neighborhoods, but I'm not too sure about these schools. Hey, Joe, what about the private schools in the area? Two of the most notable private schools in the area are going to be Gaston Day, and there's some incredible neighborhoods by that school, and Gaston Christian. Both awesome institutions, offer a full range of sports, college prep, and everything you would expect to get out of a private school here. So if you'd like more info on the schools, give me a shout. Again, I've loved talking to y'all today and telling you about Gastonia. Because you hit the subscribe button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does help me and my channel grow, and it also helps you because you get to be the first to find out of all the new information I post every week about the Charlotte area. Well, guys, y'all stay with me and I'll see you at our next stop. Hey guys, thanks for staying with me on this stop. We're gonna talk more cons, and we're gonna talk about jobs and job opportunities compared to larger cities, or maybe we call these areas of need proof, whatever makes you feel better about it. But while Gastonia does have many appealing qualities, there's a significant con to consider when it comes to the local job market. Gastonia was once a key player in the textile industry. You've heard me say say throughout this video. But as this industry faded, so did many of the jobs, and so did the city's economic fabric. Today, while Gastonia is experiencing this revival, and it's incredible to see, you look behind me, you know, the buildings I just walked by, they're going to turn this old Coca-Cola building here into brand new breweries and shop and restaurants. So while this revival is underway, there are still some major holes here within the job market. You know, many residents feel that opportunities in Gastonia itself are somewhat limited, leading to them having to commute further to Charlotte, and this can be a big factor for you if you're moving into the area. If you're going to work in Charlotte, hey, your commute's going to probably be 30 minutes to downtown Charlotte, and my God, if you've got to go around to Pineville, maybe let's find you somewhere a little bit closer. But for those interested in local employment, industry is alive here. There's a lot of mechanical and factories and things of that nature here, but your major players in Gastonia are going to be Carolmont, which is health. I think they're on every corner, so if you're a nurse or a doctor or work in the health field, there's a load of job here. Gaston County Schools is another very large employer, and then so is Gaston County Government. Additionally, American and Effred, also known as A&E, a global textile manufacturer who has survived, is still here and has a big headquarters here, and Gaston College provides many opportunities here in higher education. So while the job market might be limited, my God, there's more options in Charlotte than a Vegas buffet. So if you want a cheaper, a more affordable quality of living, come to Gastonia, commute to Charlotte, and let's build equity that can change your life. Hey guys, thanks for staying with me. So what have you thought about the Gastonia pros and cons tour? I'd just like to thank you for tuning in. Tell me in the comments if you think I gave the city a fair shake, or if you think I kind of did a BS job and really didn't give you the whole truth. I've been your host, Joe McIntosh, and this is my show, The Carolina Salute, where we cover everything Charlotte, both north and south of the border. I'd love to hear from you. Y'all guys, call me, text me, email me, schedule a Zoom. And again, please, could you help me out and smash that subscribe button. Check out some of my more videos. I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, y'all have a good